Okay, students, let me teach you a little bit about Connect. Connect is going to be our online component. It's going to be worth 25% of your grade. For each lesson and each chapter, there's 10 of them, you're going to be required to go to Connect and go through the process. It's a combination of reading the chapter online. You can also read it through your book if you like. It's the same exact book as this right here. So you can read it online or you can read it in your hard copy. If you have both, if you don't, you just have the digital book. And then you go through and you answer a series of questions. It's very simple. Let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you. So as you can see, the Connect Assignments has a tab that we can click right here, or another way, inside of each lesson, you can go inside the lesson and you'll see you have a Connect with Connect tab. And let me pop into that and show you. So there it is. So when you go here, you're going to want to click here to go into Connect. And then when you're done and when you've completed all the work that you're going to do there, there's going to be a Return to Blackboard button. And you'll want to always click that. You don't want to just shut down Connect. You want to return back to Blackboard. And that helps the two systems talk to each other. So let's go ahead and do that. By either the first time clicking here or the first time clicking here, you will come onto a sign-in page. So I'm going to click right here. So I'm going to click here, and as a student, it's going to tell you how to register. If you haven't gotten your financial aid and you don't have the ability to pay right now, you can start a free trial and then pay later. But if you do, go ahead and sign in and get started. So go through this process and get started, and then you will have access to Connect. When that access is granted, you will then enter Connect by clicking. And your Connect access will appear. Notice we have chapters. These are associated with your lesson. Lesson 1, Chapter 1, Lesson 2, Chapter 2. If we expand this, you'll see that there's only one thing I'm asking you to do in Connect. Here's the due date for this particular one, 8/31. Here's the due date for this particular one, 9/14. If these change, then your due dates will be changed here. Don't worry about this. Make sure that you hit these due dates, but this particular video might not show your correct due dates. But this is the way you see that. If we want to, we can expand all of these. And you'll notice that every single chapter has one thing that you do inside here. That one thing is going to be this Learnsmart. When you click here, or if you click here, it will take you to the same place. If we click here, this takes you to the book. And it's just the reading, but it is an ebook. So it allows you to, as it loads here, it allows you to enter and go through the entire chapter as if you're reading from a regular book. It's just the ebook version. It tracks and logs everything that you want to be doing here. But let me recommend this path for you. Choose the chapter you want to work in. Click the assignment that you want to work, which is Learnsmart. It launches the Smart Book, and it's going to give you this page. I have completed 54% of this currently. These are the learning objectives. And down here you'll see chapters. You see chapter 2 I've done 0 in, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these chapters I have not completed. But chapter 1, I've completed 54% of it. If you decide to stop at 54%, you notice that you have 100 points there. If you decide to stop at 54%, that is the score you will get. Understand that you will get a 54 out of 100 if you stop here. What you want to do is you want to go through 100% of this so that you can get 100 points. It's just a matter of spending the time in here. It's not going to be difficult. Every single one of you should have 100% on every one of these chapters. Make sure you hit your due dates, which is obviously August 31st on this one. It says it right there. So let's take a look at what is going on here. If we go into the reports, I want to show you the amount of time that I have spent just getting to where I'm at. I've spent 17 minutes, answered 29 questions, and I've gotten 27 of them correct. There's my correctness is 93%. Here's my 54% completion. I have 23 items left. They estimate I will take another 14 minutes to do that. Why is this important? Well, 14 minutes and 17 minutes, that's not a whole lot of time. What you're doing is you're spending the time to read the chapter and go through this. All right, so let's go back to the assignment and show you. I'm going to hit Start Learning. It's going to take me back to where I was before. Here is the reading that I want. So if I have read all of this, I can just go through and hit my practice and complete everything that I want to complete. So if I want to choose, and I probably read up to here maybe, I can choose to make this smaller by dragging it. And now I can click on this and read.
You can read the book in the preview phase. However, you should consider postponing going forward until you have an overview of the chapter.
So you notice it talks to me, it tells me, it guides me. This is very important. Let this program work for you. It will only help you through this, and it will minimize the amount of frustration you might have. So let's say that I have read all of my items that I want to read, and I'm going to go through my read phase. It tells me what I'm going to read, allows me to click on things and evaluate, and it also gives me little indications. By now you have demonstrated that I have a deep understanding of the topics. So I can go to the next page, or I can jump to, here's the next page, and this is the next highlighted topic. So I can move simply through this. It's grayed out, I can shadow it, and then click on it and launch it. So now I want to go ahead and practice. It will take me to where I left off.
You've answered all the probes relevant to the topics you have encountered in the read phase.
And it's telling me some more.
You can continue in the practice phase, but it will probably be easier to answer the next probes if you first return to the read phase.
So here it's telling me that I haven't read anything about this particular topic in this question. Now I can go ahead and answer this, or I can go back to read about this and then answer it. Or I can go through and I read the entire chapter and then answer everything at once. So it gives you a lot of options. Let's go ahead and try this. So a very smart student who has no notebooks, no textbooks, and does not go to the lab, click the answer I think is right, is likely to experience failure, is likely to succeed, is likely to pass. Well, here, I think I know this. I'm going to choose that, and then I'm going to choose. So I got it correct. I now go on to the next one. It poses another question. Which of the following is true? Click all that I think is right. So I'm going to choose just randomly. I'm going to say I know it, and I have not gotten it correct. I've gotten it partially correct. It tells me what I've missed. So it's giving me immediate feedback. And let's go ahead and take a look at another section, another part of this, so that you can fully understand. I think you're starting to get it now. This is not going to be difficult. The biggest thing is to make sure that you have access to this and you have a functioning computer. So I've returned back here to my percentage has now gone up to 56%. Let me go back into the reports, and I'm going to show you that there's much information here that is very valuable to it. You can find out your self-assessment that it seems that I knew a lot of this stuff. Think of that. I knew a lot of this stuff, so I got 77% saying that I knew it. But if I did not, if I was unaware of the answer and I still got it right, intuitively it would have given me a higher score here. I would have said, well, I'm not so sure, and it gives me that score. So this gives you a lot of great feedback. Practice quiz. You choose the section, you tell them how many questions you want. This is a great way to study for the exams. All of this, click through this and find out everything you want to know about. You can go back to the section and then go back to the assignment. You will have a click back to Blackboard tab that you'll always want to click. So this is a very quick, brief overview of your Connect assignments. I expect every one of you to have 100% on every one of these chapters. It only makes sense to get 100 points. They're easy points. It's 25% of your grade. Let's have a great time studying together. Thank you.